Good evening, NWS Revolution members and viewers. This is your NWS Head of Talent Relations, Michael Cole, making my triumphant return to the NWS. And today, I'm going to give you last night's NWS Revolution Impact Review. And what a great NWS Revolution Impact it was. Last night's NWS Revolution Impact was hailing from the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, and the commentators for the show were Joe Gowdy and Dan Lambert. Let's begin with the review, shall we? NWS. We start with an NWS Championship qualifying match between Jack Harvey and Wrestling Otaku. Jack Harvey defeated Wrestling Otaku. This is a qualifying match to enter the War Games Steel Cage match for the vacated NWS Championship, formerly known as the NWS Universal Championship. As Jack made quick work of Wrestling Otaku, he hit him with a DDT and V-trigger and elbow strikes. Then Otaku came back with a spinning heel kick, a punch. He punches like a goal, by the way, to the face and uppercut and chokes him as he goes to pin him, but Jack kicks out, hits Otaku with a suicide dive, then a death ride as he goes for the pinfall and will now be competing in the War Games match for the vacated NWS Championship at Revolution Mania 8, winning Jack Harvey via pinfall 10 minutes. And then, in the office of NWS Revolution owner, chairman, and CEO Scott Kisegao, also known as Scooter St. William, and new NWS Commissioner Michael Efford, they talk about how impressed they are with the qualifying tournament matches, and say the return of NWS Revolution is off to a good start. NWS General Manager Don Callis enters and agrees as he says he is busy scouting talent for the Don Callis family as he has signed them to an NWS Revolution contract to compete. Don then says he is a busy man tonight, and he wants to talk to Scott Kisegao in the ring later tonight as he plans to shock the world. Scott says he will see him there as Don Callis leaves to take care of business. Michael Efford tells Scott he has a bad feeling about this and thinks Don Callis is up to something. Bring back Billy Joe. Okay. No, it's open fight night. Okay. And it's open fight night. Michael Scars Minor defeated Big Boom AJ. Okay. This was an open fight night as Scars and Big Boom AJ wrestle back and forth, with Scars taking down AJ as he gives him a spine buster and backflip. Big Boom got some good wrestling moves on Scars and dropped Scars with a powerbomb, went to pin him, but Scars kicked out of 2.5, and they continued to wrestle back and forth. But in the end, Scars bombed Big Boom AJ for the victory. General Manager Don Callis was backstage watching this match. Winner Michael Scars Minor via pinfall with Scars bomb. This match lasted 12 minutes and 13 seconds. NWS qualifying match for the NWS World Heavyweight Championship War Games match. General Jerry defeated Robbie Battle. This was a really good old school type of classic wrestling match. Jerry hit DDTs on Robbie Battle, and Robbie did Ric Flair chops on Jerry's chest, locked him in the figure four, but Jerry did not submit as Robbie powerbombed Jerry. Jack hammered him, locked him in the sharpshooter as Jerry turned it into a Jerry lock. More back and forth wrestling moves between Jerry and Robbie, and Jerry then finished off Robbie Battle with the Jerry Bomb to enter the War Games for Johnny Da Vinci's World Heavyweight Championship winner, General Jerry via pinfall with Jerry Bomb. As this match lasted 16 minutes. And the comments say, we want Vinny Joe. Well, I'll talk to Vinny Joe and see if he wants to come back. And from what I heard, Don Callis is going to look for Vinny Joe. So that should be interesting. Qualifying match for the vacated NWS Championship. Mitchell Mayette defeated Angelo Parker of AEW. Mitchell Mayette dominated Angelo Parker as he jackknifed him and nails him with the victory starter for the pinfall winner. Mitchell Mayat via pinfall with jackknife powerbomb and victory star drop. This match lasted 3 minutes. Then there was an open fight night challenge. Roman Reigns defeated Johnny TV. Roman Reigns made quick work of Johnny TV. Then Superman punched him and speared him for the win. Winner Roman Reigns via pinfall, Superman punch and spear, as this match lasted 1 minute. And Johnny TV is formerly known as Johnny Nitro. And then there was an NWS qualifying match. War Games. Wyatt McGovern defeated Buddy Matthews. Good qualifying match between Wyatt McGovern and Buddy Matthews. Lots of great back and forth wrestling moves and submissions as Matthews planted the Murphy's Law, but Wyatt had his arm on the ropes, suplexes and Matthews 14 times. He gave Buddy Matthews 14 suplexes and F5s them for the win and to enter the NWS Championship Tournament match at WrestleMania 8. Winner Wyatt McGovern via pinfall with F5 as his match lasted 12 minutes and 14 seconds. Then there was a qualifying match for the World Heavyweight Championship for Johnny Da Vinci's World Heavyweight Championship as Jacob McGovern, the son of Wyatt McGovern, defeated Chuck Taylor. This was a good match as Jacob McGovern and Chuck Taylor had a good 8-minute match with submissions and wrestling moves. In the end, Jacob delivered a Southampton's plunge and Swanton bomb for the pinfall to qualify for the vacated NWS Championship War Games match. Winner Jacob McGovern via pinfall with Southampton's plunge and Swanton bomb. This match lasted 18 minutes. Good match this was. This was a really good match. It was an open fight night. And it was the main event, open fight night. NWS World Heavyweight Champion Johnny Da Vinci, with General Manager Don Callis, defeated Trick Williams. A furious championship brought the fight right to his opponent, but it wasn't long enough before his already introductory made of the challenger Trick Williams and the champion Johnny Da Vinci fought back and forth with move after move, submission after submission. Johnny Da Vinci targeted Williams with a neck drop, leading to a struggle on the outside, where Da Vinci attempted to hit a Redeemer on the table, but Williams flipped Johnny Da Vinci onto the floor. Williams tossed Johnny Da Vinci in the ring, but he trapped him in the ring ropes. And then Johnny Da Vinci hit that with a Redeemer DDT, but he found a way to kick out, gaining some momentum from a rowdy Minneapolis crowd, rowdy Chicago crowd. Williams hit a trick shot, but Johnny had his foot on the rope and speared down Trick Williams, chopped him in the chest, body slammed him, gave him a double arm DDT and a tilt-a-whirl, then delivered the death sentence for the 1-2-3 pinfall to retain the NWS Championship. Winner, and still NWS World Heavyweight Champion Johnny Da Vinci via pinfall with death sentence. This match lasted 15 minutes and 16 seconds. Then it was the final segment of the night. General Manager Don Callis' State of the Union address. Don Callis then brings the Don Callis family to the NWS Revolution. Then NWS General Manager Don Callis comes up to the ring and says how proud he is to have the NWS back and how glad he is to be still General Manager. He just signed all members of the Don Callis family to wrestle in the NWS Revolution and thinks they deserve respect. Don then brags about being the greatest manager of all time and how he is like the late great Bobby the Brain Heenan. Don then says he is the greatest NWS general manager of all time and nobody else can compete with him. He is known as the invisible hand. You never know when it will strike. Don then went on to say his client Johnny Da Vinci is the greatest NWS World Heavyweight Champion of all time, but he feels he and the Don Callis family are being overlooked, mistreated, and disrespected, and that's something that needs to be done. There's something that needs to be done about it. And because he is about to shock the world. Joe Gardy and Dan Lambert are becoming suspicious of Don Callis and commentary. Don Callis and calls on NWS Revolution owner, chairman, and CEO Scott Keesegale, also known as Scooter St. William, demands that he adds members of the Don Callis family to the 2 War Games match. Scooter tells him he doesn't take demands or threats kindly. Don Callis then slaps him. then super kicks him, turning heel as the members of the Don Callis family ambush Scooter St. William as Don Callis stabs Scooter in the head with a screwdriver. Busting him wide open, Michael Scar's Minor comes down and Scar bombs Scooter, then shakes hands with Don Callis as the Don Callis family continue to assault Scooter. NWS World Heavyweight Champion Johnny Da Vinci comes down to stop the assault and questions Don Callis. Then out of nowhere, Johnny Da Vinci whacks Scooter St. William in the face with the NWS World Heavyweight Champion and drops him with the death sentence, shocking the world and turning heel. A shocked Joe Garnier says, "What the hell is a shock?" Dan Lambert says, "That son of a bitch." Johnny then high-fives Don Callis and shakes his hand and embraces him, then high-fives members of the Don Callis family as the fans boo heavily. Johnny then continues to ambush Scooter St. William, hits him with a sledgehammer, leaving him in a pool of his own blood. As Joe Garnier yells, "Why, Johnny Da Vinci, why? You selfish bastard." Dan Lambert then says, "Somebody stop this. This Scooter just had a heart valve repair surgery on October 21st and a pill caught a window on November 11th. He has not been cleared to compete, yet somebody needs to come out and stop this." NWS Commissioner Michael Rappaport and Head of Talent Relations Michael Cohen color commentator Dan Never check on an injured Scott Casey Gill, also known as Scooter St. William. The EMTs come out and load Scooter St. William on the stretcher and into the back of an ambulance. Chuck, as an upset Dan Lambert goes back to the commentary table, and Michael Cook, decided to go into the ambulance truck with Scooter St. William as Michael Rappaport yells at Don Callis, telling him he is not going to get away with this. He just crossed the line and there would be serious consequences for Don Callis and the Don Callis family and the backstabbing POS NWS World Heavyweight Champion Johnny Da Vinci. NWS Commissioner Michael Rappaport tells General Manager Don Callis if he thinks he's still going to be the GM after this, then he has another thing coming. Joe Garnier and Dan Lambert say Don Callis is in trouble now and it may have cost him his general managership. What will the consequences be for Don Callis and the Don Callis family and Johnny Da Vinci? Joe Garnier says, "We are out of time. Good night, everyone." Dan Lambert wishes Scott Casey Gill a speedy recovery and says, "See you next week as the show goes off the air." And I would rate this Revolution Impact 5 stars, 2 thumbs up web, and a solid 10 out of 10. And next week, MWS commentators Joe Garnier and Dan Lambert will do the MWS Revolution Impact review. What will Don Callis and MWS World Heavyweight Champion Johnny Da Vinci say in their next video as they're going to explain their actions? What was going to happen to the MWS Revolution? We will find out, because last month in November was the 10-year anniversary of the MWS Revolution, and from what I hear, what's been going on is next Thursday is going to be a belated MWS Revolution Impact 10th anniversary celebration special. So look for big things to come in, and from what I understand, there's going to be surprise returns for the 10th anniversary of the NWS Revolution. So who is going to make that triumphant return? Who are going to be the surprise guests? We will find out next week on Revolution Impact. And shout out to the viewer that's watching, and shout out to I.E. George. You all have a great night. Happy holidays, everybody. Peace out. And once again, thank you so much for watching. This is Michael Carl signing off. Have a good night.